Hello, what's up, boys and ghouls? Got a spontaneous little new comic haul for you. I think I already posted my new comic book day haul from this last week. Because my stack over there, I'm pretty sure I remember posting those. But a few of these are going to be brand new from this last week. But most of them are back issues or like, I don't know like good adjectives right now. But something new I thought I'd start doing is I usually have music playing in the background. I don't like to advertise it because I don't want to get like hit with copyright shit and whatever infringement things. So, but I think I'm gonna start. Like maybe I'll just put in the description like I don't own this music, I just own the CD. Because I don't pirate anything. I mean, if I'm playing it, I own at least a hard copy of it, but I don't own the rights to the music. So I'm probably not gonna advertise it in the title, which I was about to start doing that. Like, hey, and then for fans of this band, you might just want to like watch my video because I'm playing it in the background. But I'm gonna like show who I'm playing, just talk about it. If you know, talk about it a little bit. We'll see how that goes. So first, I think right now I'm gonna throw on some Wednesday 13. It's the name of the singer. It's kind of his band, his solo band. He was in the Murder Dolls and Frankenstein Drag Queens before that. This is a great fucking CD. I love this disc. This was in my little disc holder for many years as a, I think, middle schooler, high schooler. I don't know when this came out. High school. What year? But how are y'all doing? 2005. And I keep it pretty low because I mumble and I'm quiet. I want you guys to hear me. And my phone's even further back so I can show off more of my wall behind me. You still can't see the top row, I don't think. No, you can't. Damn it. Well, whatever. Get over it. Last video I showed off this Mr. Miracle #1 I got. I do have one up there behind me. But this is another one so I can at least have... I'm very particular. I like to have a #1 of every character in my #1 box. But then a few of them made it up to this wall, so I kind of want to have placeholders for them. And I also got your... comic shop news, which usually always something silly with it. And I might start using a stand here just so books don't fall. But it's kind of a shitty stand, so we'll see. And if I have time after this small stack, I'm going to go through this box, which is my favorite DC villains. And sorry, this video is kind of like off the wall, random. I wasn't prepared. It's kind of a live take at it. All my videos are pretty live. I don't edit anything, but... Alright, so let's kick it off. I got this... I was going through my Avenger box, finally building a list. So there's only like... How many is there? 12 or 13 more issues of Avengers I need to have a full Volume 1 run. 402 issues. 1 to 402. And luckily they're all like in the late 300s, so I have the hard ones taken care of. But when I was going through, I realized I didn't have a 257, and I know I've owned one. I've probably sold 2 of these before, and I just thought I had one filed away. But I think when Guardians 2 came out, or maybe even midway through Guardians 1, whatever. I don't know if I had one back then, but whenever Nebula got big, probably right before Infinity War was like first, like, hey, we're gonna do a Thanos movie. It might be based off Infinity Gauntlet. I think Nebula's value went up. So I sold mine for like 20, 25, and I was able to get this one for 10. So it'll be a personal copy. I'm gonna hold on to this one. I don't know. I don't really care about you guys seeing these books. And I also got this. I could use a press. I don't really fuck with pressing and cleaning or anything, but there's nothing wrong with it, I guess. I consider that restoration, but technically, if you do it right, it's not. But it's that Batman Adventures #1 Holiday Special. It's kind of a Christmas comic. 'Tis the season. It is... what is it, mid-December now? Yeah, December 15th today. Yeah, payday. Fuck yeah. A lot of, like, horror punk is what I'd call it. Horror... thrash punk, or, it's like heavy misfits. I don't know. But cool Mr. Freeze cover. One of the... trying to say something punny there, but I don't know. One of the classic Batman Adventure covers for sure, but Mr. Freeze covers definitely. I like to get Barbara in there. Batgirl, Batman. Is that Bruce Timm or Ty Templeton? Bruce Timm for sure. Yeah, Bruce Timm. Great Bruce Timm cover. One of the more popular, definitely like one of the classic Mr. Freeze covers, but when I think Batman Adventure Comics, I don't know what number 1 looks like, the actual number 1 of that run. I know the Mask of the Phantasm, like, mini book. I know that cover. But I can't honestly picture any of Batman Adventure Comics. I know I have a couple Batman Beyond ones, but I don't have too many Batman Adventures. I think those were pretty low print. So this is the one I always think of with that one. I didn't realize it was like a holiday special. I thought this was number 1 of like the whole series. But whatever, I got it for like $7 or $8. So. And then, yeah, well, speaking of, there's Avengers 402, the final issue. This is a double for me. I paid like $4 on eBay the other month and got this one for $1. So maybe I can get some other sucker online to pay $3 or $4 for it. I walked with a zombie. Imperious Rex. Cannot wait to get this guy on the big screen. I just hope people don't... The average fan who doesn't know better doesn't, like, give a lot of flack to it for copying Aquaman or trying to, like, make money off Aquaman. And that's really not... it's really not what's happening here at all. Submariner was the first. Cool cover. This is, I guess you consider as part of... When I think Volume 2, I think of just like the Busick, Perez run, like the goofy epitome of 90s comics. The Heroes Return stuff, the Ultron Imperative or whatever. But technically this would be part of, I guess, Volume 2, and it's book number 84. Or 499 of like the... They call it legacy numbering now when they do that. It's just overall Avenger Comics, $4.99. I think I have like 500 and 600 and 700. How many Avenger Comics? In the 700s, yeah. Cool. Just adding it to my Submariner collection. I need to get a better light right there. Yeah, I should move over a foot. And put that as down here. I got this. This was $1. These are all dollar books. This is a... I don't know if it's the first time I started doing Dr. Graves books, or just kind of like a showcasing it. So that is Dr. Graves on the cover. Ditko did a good chunk of those. He did a lot of Charlton stuff. Bollywood did a lot of them too. I love Bollywood. This is none of the above. What is this? I can't tell just by looking at it, but I will have to get back to you on that. I don't know. This Master Kung Fu Marvel Max run series thing. Marvel Knights. Marvel Max Comics. Doug Moen. Chaz Palmiotti. Or no, it's Jimmy. Chaz, that's the actor. Chaz Palmiotti or whatever. Jimmy Palmiotti. Excuse me. I'm a big movie buff. I'm mixing my names here. It's the problem when you know a lot of, like, music, just any form of, like, pop culture, any trivia or knowledge that involves people. You know multiple genres of things, and you end up getting fucking names confused. Like, I often confuse, like, comic character names with people in, like, real life. So, like, man, I know someone with that last name. Like, who is that? Oh, wait, that's a fucking comic book character. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, probably. Another flaming book. This is a second printing of Marvel Comics Presents number 6. Just checking that cover out. It's kind of cool. The Ghost Rider transformation. I can't remember. Is this the one that was sort of a key? That pink one, where fuck. If I was about to say the lyrics of the song. Wolverine's daughter. Is that the one where she sort of like is revealed in that one? So I think she's in like she's narrating like the first couple books. My hair fell out. She's narrating the first couple, I believe. But you find that out like in book 7 or something. And I think she's revealed or named in book 6, 5 or 6. I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention to it. It was a kind of spec book. But I like this cover. I just got it for the cool cover. I don't know. Sorry. This is a cool, who is this from? Slabbed Heroes, I want to say? I believe it was an exclusive of theirs. It's a swipe of... It's Absolute Carnage 1. It's a swipe of 360... Amazing... Hi, Bubby. Amazing 361. It's a cool book. They had a sale and they were like... I can't even remember. They're like cover price, I think. I think they're half off. I think they're normally it's like a $15 book. So I didn't want to pass that up. What's up, Bubby? You want to say hi? Oh, good boy. Oh, good boy. Hi. Say hi to cameras over there. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm a doggy. How are we doing? Alright, Morbius. And this just gets me pumped for Jared Leto's portrayal. Jared Michael Morbius Leto. This is a dope variant. Who's the artist? It doesn't say, but it looks familiar. It's dope. I got book 1. I got 2 copies of book 1. Variant and a regular cover. I did not read it. I didn't even skim through it. I'm way behind on my recent back issue reading pile. It's like this high off the desk. I grabbed another copy of Daredevil 14 because I wasn't sure if I had 2, and I did. So now I have 3, and I'm totally okay with that because the series is great. I think it's fucking superior to like almost everything, especially all past Daredevil runs. It's the most fun I've... Oh, my hair fell out. Look at it. It's probably like the most fun I've had reading Daredevil since like just the fucking early Wally Wood runs in the single digits. Like what, 3 or 4 through, how far did you go, 10? 9 or 10? Thor the Worthy, because he was unworthy. And then he was Lord, and he was a god, and he was a king. And he was a girl. And he was a frog. This one's cool. It's got Thunderstrike Thor, and Beta Ray Bill, and Lady Thor. Ooh, Ron Friends. I hate Simonson. I'm not a Walt Simonson fan. I think he had the worst run on Thor, yet I'm in the minority there. Most people they like him just right off the bat. But this is his art too, isn't it? Ugh, that's ugly. No, it might not be. This is Kim. Somebody Kim did this cover. But as far as like, he was known as like being the dude that saved Thor, and his 80s run was like, that's hallmark. People fucking cherish that run, and I think it's garbage. I think the best Thor run, and I don't like when people say Kirby, because really Kirby didn't have a big contribution to Thor. That's a lie. But the early Thor, like early First Journey Mysteries, was almost all... Fuck, Larry Lieber did more than anything. Stan didn't do that many of the scripts or the writing. It was not a priority book for them. Kirby did a good chunk of the covers. He did the majority of the covers up to like, it's like 179 or something. I know Balder and Sif are on that cover. I think it's 179. But it was a lot of like, Neil Adams was in there. I think Ramita did a couple. Marie Severin did a few. Thor was a revolving door for a long time. Some of the other names. Chick Stone did a few. I think maybe Paul Renfield. What's his last name? Paul. Paul Ryan, might be like Rhineland. Oh my god, I'm mixing up way too many names. But Jesus Christ, I don't know. People automatically think Lee and Kirby did literally everything back then, but they definitely did not. Stan did more. It's like he either did the plots or the scripts. It was like Ditko did all the work for Spider-Man, where he plotted literally like everything, and Stan just wrote the corny words to it. And oftentimes, the dialogue contradicted what Ditko was going for, and that's why they had so many falling outs and stuff. And there's more to it. That's just like a gossipy way of putting it. But what the fuck were we talking about? What do you want? You're distracting me so badly. I picked up another copy of this. Sorry, what I was gonna say, my favorite run of Thor, and what I think really nailed it, was the run after the Simonson stuff. And it was the late 80s, early 90s stuff. It was like Ron Friends doing the art. I don't know who's writing it. Might have been DeFalco, who had a hit and miss for me. He's really like he was very much in the vein of like Roy Thomas following Stanley, putting exclamation points on every sentence. He wrote in the Mighty Marvel manner for sure, but I think some of his ideas, and he ended up being an editor, I believe, and then kind of sucking then. I'm thinking of Jim Shooter, mixing up names again. I think DeFalco did some editing though. Whatever, sorry. Can you go away? You're super distracting. We'll go outside in a minute, okay? Sit down. Sit. You okay? Who's a good boy? Oh yeah, so Ron Friends and basically anybody is my favorite. Like Ron Friends and Joe Sinnott, namely. Joe Sinnott did a lot of early Thor too. But they are probably my favorite combination. Ron Friends and Brett Breeding. What am I thinking of? Al Milgrom. There's a few others. He did a lot of like pairings with they would ink for him, or who was writing those? I don't know. But then they went back into doing like the big splash pages and the big panels. Those are really good smelling books. It was a good era. Right before like leading into like the early mid '90s when they switched over to the more magazine style paper, which is what like the 2099 books were. I don't know how many more times I'm going to show you that though. I also picked up Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Is it 13? Just because it's a cool. That's 11. Sorry. It's Mary Jane cover. I did already have one, but this was $1, so I'm gonna fill the Mary Jane books. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. I have when they're doing those Mary Jane variants of the month, I got the majority of them, so I'm just gonna throw that in with my Mary Jane box, and whenever I sell those down the road, I'll include it. Spruce it up a bit. Sorry for the hair malfunctions. You guys don't care. So the reason I went back to my shop is just like a lot of you other fucking speculators and hot book of the week chasers. I went back to try and get a couple copies of these, and between 3 shops, one of them I needed to go to for supplies, but I went to 2 shops specifically for this, and luckily the second one had both covers, one of each available, so I snagged them. Yeah, Miles Morales 13, I guess it's the first appearance of his sister. I had meant to get the Venom Island variant originally on Wednesday. I got these the day after Thursday, but I guess I forgot. I left it behind, but he still had one available. This one's cool because it's kind of one of those tearing down the title styles of covers. I do like those, but I just don't care for this art. It's not amazing. Alright, yeah. Javier, that's his fucking name. I don't know, it's okay. So I got those. So yeah, these last ones are the new books of the week. I got another copy of that Spider-Man Alien Reality book, the Blink, the black cover. I grabbed like 2 different cover swipes of it, the regular cover, and then I got this black sketch one. Now it has fingerprints all over it. And last but not least, is it Dan Panosian? I don't know how to say his name. Panosian? It's a dope B cover. I've been I actually have a pretty extensive Hawkman run because of this Rebirth era. Because of the B covers. Some of the B covers have just been so fucking, like, sick. I just couldn't resist. So I have not all of them. I'm probably missing 3 or 4 or 5 out of the 19. But recently they were doing this, like, Hawkman Who Laughs thing. And Hawkwoman shows back up in this one. Hawkgirl, Hawkwoman, whatever. I like her a lot. Yeah, I think it's an old Image comic. Old Liefeld partner, Dan Panosian. An early 90s artist. And the old school realm of artists have gone to shit. Too much heavy inking just to get it done faster. I bet a lot of them have converted to like doing it on online sketch pads and shit. Tell McFarlane that you almost can't tell. But a lot of these guys, it's like just so rushed and just heavy inked. It just looks too much like you're doing it on an iPad, and you're not getting that authentic look. But I mean, that's just the way it's done now. We can't argue with it. You know, a lot of the great comics we like now are done on there. I just feel like it takes away from the natural art of it. But you know, if you're a good artist, you're gonna be a good artist on any. That's not true. But hopefully, your art translates mediums, and you can be good. You know, whether it's with your finger or a pencil, or a little plastic pointer stick that you use on an iPad. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. This video is about to end all on its fucking own. Appreciate all you who follow or subscribe, or whatever you call it. All of you who pretend to be my friends. Here's a brief 10-second look at my DC wall behind me in the top row. I love those World's Finest. Half of these are reprints on the top row. Everything else from there down is real, authentic ones. But like Green Lantern's fake. It's a facsimile. The 2 All-Stars are reprints.